Hello, it is Sunday, January 8th, 2012 at 2:14 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I just made a video a little while ago about this area in the Midwest getting frequencies. Let me zoom it in here for you. The loop we're looking at goes from like about 5 to quarter to 8 UTC on January 8th. And what I showed you before was this system right here, and I used IntelliCast to show that it's showing weather here, but it's not really weather, because when I used the weather view, it was just overcast or hazy or something, and there wasn't any precipitation here. Well, just a little while ago I noticed that we've got something growing here in Arizona, and I went to check the same thing on IntelliCast and it won't load. I'll try again here, maybe it will, because I wanted to see if that was the same situation where I was checking for weather and there wasn't anything. Yeah, it's not loading again, so we'll have to do it without it. And there's several things I'm going to try to show you, and it could get a little messy, so bear with me. This was the jet stream on January 7th at 000 GMT. We've got the yellow line going here, we've got the orange line going here. This is the upper, the Arctic jet stream, and this is, I think, called subtropic. And then this is in the past, because right now it is 8:16 UTC on January 8th. So this is, we're going back a day. And so this is what was straight. See there, goes to this. It's starting to bend down. See this, the upper one is. We're also getting a bend here in this lower one, but I'm kind of focused on this upper one. And what I want you to notice is this patch of, this is supposedly wind right here, 80 knots. The turquoise is 60 knots and the darker blue is 80 knots. And so we got two patches of this, and notice that this is right above Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, where they meet. And then this lower one is the Four Corners, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah, where they cross. And I just find it interesting that there's two of them, because the last video I talked about two spots also. So we're, when you're doing a positive and a negative charge, you got to have two spots. I don't know if I understand that fully, but I know there's got to be two spots. So I got to reset this here. Then at 8 on January 8th at 00 GMT, which was, let's see, right now we're looking at 8 GMT, so about 8 hours ago, this started bending down more, even more. And you see that now we've got this alleyway through here. I'm going to go back one. See this one, there was no alleyway, and now we're getting an alleyway through there. And so something's pulling this or pushing it, pushing through here. And then in 12 hours from this frame, we're working towards this. And see now there's an actual bend in the yellow Arctic jet stream, and then we're actually getting a loop down here in the orange one. And I'm not sure, I'll have to think about that, how the two interact, but right now I'm just watching this yellow one. And notice that, remember where those blue spots I showed you, right where Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska met, is right here, and then the Four Corners is right here. So this is pulling right where those spots were. And then also what I showed you earlier, that system, I'm going to go back a frame, that was all interacting in here. It was Nebraska and Kansas. And you can see that this is pretty clear up in here. It's got the yellow one, and then this has got that blue again. And going down into here. So now going back over here, see, it's messy. This is, this is that line right here. And so what we're looking at in Arizona is that bottom of that that push down or pull down. So I've got Arizona showing here. Let me get it started. Slow it down a touch. And you can see like it's a push-pull. You can see that something's pulling up that way and something's pushing down this way, and see that? I'd love to test this on IntelliCast and see if it's showing any weather there. Well, I think maybe there's something else I could load. Let me think. Wonder Map, did it show the weather? I don't know. All right, let me go on. Well, let's look at the, this is Pueblo. It's in between the Four Corners and then the corner of Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota. And it's got an interesting action too. It's not really going anywhere. It's just kind of going every which way. I mean, this looks, I don't know. It's not going any direction. It's going all directions. This is coming down, this is going that way, this is going that way. And then going to look at Arizona, Flagstaff. See Pueblo, Flagstaff in there. Well, maybe it's going to load. There we go. See, it starts out in clear mode, and it's got those stringy things again, those little snake-like things, and you can see that push-pull action. And then it changes to precipitation mode. That's that blue that you see. So it's almost a zap. Let's see where it changes over. I'm going backwards. So it changes from clear mode to precipitation at 7:58, basically 8 o'clock. And then right here, I'm not sure what's going on, because all of a sudden you've got, looks like purples and pinks are building. This is starting at, let's see, that's the end of the loop. Here we go, 4:52. And we're getting the purple and white again, a little spot. And it's not really going anywhere. It's just kind of hovering there, being stretched. Well, no, there it goes down a little bit. So I went and looked at the magnetometer. I do need to learn how to say that properly. What is the right way? Magnetometer. And it looks like this is 4, 5, 6, this is 7, when right now we're at 8. So there was a big spike, bigger spike than the one that we saw earlier that I was showing you, which I can't remember which one of these it was, but I think it was this one here around 6. And then this is about the point. I don't know if it's, I can't directly connect it. If I keep watching it, something will reveal itself. See right there, it says there's 6, so 7 o'clock would be right there. So it's just before 7 that it would get this spike. I went over here and I didn't really see anything at 7 specifically. Just before 7, let's back up to that. Here's 6:31, 35, 38, 41, 45, 48, 52, 55, 59, 7:02, going backwards, going forwards. Now we did get, this just kicked up in Montana. I can't remember which town that is. That's at 6:31. You can see that the spray is on, and then it gets bigger. 6:31, stays on, goes off at 6:41. So maybe that's what that big spike is, I don't know. And how that plays down here, I don't know either, but we've got more things going on over here in Washington. So I want to show you that, and this is going to be more difficult, because once I go, this is going to keep playing. Well, I can kind of back up. But where we're heading is what I showed you before, that pull down, that turns into a high, and that's this high right here. And then we've got a second pull down. This is January 11th at 12 GMT. A second pull down that's going to create a second high over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to let it play through here. These you've seen before. There's the two spots. There's the first pull down. See, it turns into a high here. Moves on over here, and we've got that second one that comes here. And that one actually turns into a little loop up here around New York, Massachusetts. What day was that on? Let's see if I can catch it. There it is. Around 112, I think, is what it showed as. Now this can change too, but this is predicted. So anyway, it's something to do with those two spots, the pulling down action, HAARP, the HAARP the induction magnetometer. Funny word. So it's signals. They're using signals to change. They're putting frequencies in here, and it's causing those pull downs. Frequency in here, and then you get that pull down effect, and then you get these highs that move through. I'm not sure how you direct the highs after that, but it does show up. It does show up on radar. So we'll keep watching it. I hope this wasn't too confusing. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. So God bless you. Have a good rest of the night.